from the 44. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Alabama pushing the tempo. He wants to throw here on second down. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Across the 25, he's got room. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking left. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Howard. Looking to take a shot. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
The give to the tailback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He steps out of bounds at the 49, just short of midfield, and he almost went a really long way. Here comes that Alabama offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He's looking to throw it. Moving away from pressure. Snagged in the middle. It's Bernard. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Bama!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He wants to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching.
Lost one deep down the right side. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They're going back to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Buckeyes will try to pick it up on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill, but show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Throwing right. And it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Puts him in the spin cycle. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And he pumps it up inside the 20. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Looking for a gap. It's Judkins. Relying on the run. He gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback checking off. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up two. It's down at the 12. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. To the air, it's Howard. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Try to get it on the ground. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Running toward the tape. Touchdown tie. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, get some points on the board.
From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Wants to throw, it's Howard. Finds his big tight end. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads it left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They're bringing heat. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Things have gone pretty well so far, right? You got the lead, you're playing at home, it's late. Just need a few more of these completions to ice the game. That time, couldn't come away with it. It's a nice play by the defender, knocking it down.
He's never a doubt. Are you kidding me? Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Here comes the two-point try. The option look. He'll toss it. He'll be stopped short. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The sure hands, it's Henderson. Still running at the 40. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Milrow. Steps away to find some room. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. The corners are walked up tight. The back goes in motion. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got out of trouble and throws. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Howard. Fires on the move. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already been picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He rifles one deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And he slipped.
Like I said, happy Easter, Bum.